Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are going over some map changes in the Season 1 Fractured Impact Nexus course season. Today is Thursday, 8/28/25, and I released the update for the week. In it isn't anything too crazy. The only thing I will say that is like a little bit is I moved some things around. I added something new to the Primal village. I'll show you guys in a little bit when we load in. Made some changes around the map. And then we'll hop into the other VR map and check it out. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day and whatnot. Sorry, I got a text from my papa, so I'm trying to answer it right now. Oh gosh, oh my, oh, technical difficulties. Over here, I don't know if anyone realized, but there were 3 Sloans last week. Now there's only 1 over here now. Nope. That's the other map. I lied. Still Pumpkin Night. But yeah. I don't know why that popped up. So, hopping to the map, you'll notice right away, the whole crater is now full of, grass and trees, or not trees, but just like purple ground. And there's grass starting to grow. So that's new. There's some trees, some like vines growing. In here, I meant to do this when the update first came out for the map, but now in Command Crater, there are blue vines growing, blue moss. If you guys played during the reality tree season, you might know that this was like all in that area, hinting at the, or not hinting, but it came out with it, the reality tree, you know? So take with what you may with that information. I won't say any more on that matter. But yeah, all around here, just this one, this part of Command Crater is all just mossy now, with blue moss, or vines, or whatever you want to call it. Over here though, everything's still the same as it was last week. The only difference now is Gunner and this. Gunner and this. So you talk to Gunner, he will tell you, alright, Sloan has a plan, right? And you can gather them. So you get a quest to go gather. So I'll try to show you where all the locations are for this. You'll also get XP when you do it. If you complete it, get all 5, you get XP. So that's pretty cool. You might notice that the snow is melted a little bit more, and this rock is now rocky color instead of ice colored. So that's basically the update for Glacial this week. Oh gosh, there we go. Look at that, nice little parkour skills. Boom boom. Sit sure they don't care. So yeah, you come over here, you just break these. Right? Boom, 1 out of 5. So then you come over here, break the other one. Kablam. Up if I can build. Yep. But mantle. Oh, okay, mantle did not work. There we go. There's one up here. You can break this. There you go. So that's 3 in here. Then you just kind of traverse around the map a little bit. You go this way. I think most of you might know this now, but there is a cave under, like right here. So we'll go down there. Where is it? Right here. I see it. So, this came out with the release of the season. There's a cave. You just break this. This gives you obsidian. It's also counted towards the quest. So that's 4. And there's one more. Oh yeah, here. 5. And there you go. That's completed. And it, yeah, completes. And then in here is the cave. And then Jonesy. So if you might recall, the first week or last week of the season, Gunner had a thing called, or had a dialogue where you would go and find Jonesy because they thought Jonesy was still alive. So boom, he's in here, and yeah, you can't really fight in here. So this is like kind of a peaceful zone because it's technically under the map. So do with that information as you may. But yeah, if we eat this, we'll just go around quickly. So yeah, all across the crater, there's now these vines. Can't actually break them; they're indestructible. But the spire that's like right here, spire spike, have drained enough energy to start corrupting and growing their corruption everywhere. So we have this little area, same as last week. But then you come over here, and the IO is being pushed back, as you can clearly see, and more roots and stuff. But the IO is being pushed back in their fight against the aliens. Their whole entire checkpoint area that they have constructed has been under siege. So you'll have to see what happens with them next week. But if we go talk to Sloane, she has new dialogue. Ooh, jump, there we go. Talk to her. We're going to retreat out of the crater until we can rift in the tank for more support. So that's new over there. You can also Hope's here now. So the computer that was down there is now up here, and you can talk to Hope. Sloan rifted me here because she needs help analyzing data and to search for info on the reality conquerors. So she's here now. She's gonna do research and find out some stuff. You might have noticed that when I was going that way, the little areas where you can break the spire spikes and get loot from them, the meteorite pieces, have developed more this week, and they have completely just grown some like little corruption things, and the trees are now dead instead of being like different colors. But yeah, you can break these for loot. Good loot. But yeah, the dinosaurs are now this texture instead of the crystals. And that's with like 2 of the areas, not everything. But if we go this way before Storm comes in, I want to show you the new POI. It's not new. I think it was called Obsidian Overgrowth last week. I don't think, maybe, who knows. But yeah, this is now called the jungle area. Was Volcanic Valley Volcano Valley is now Obsidian Overgrowth this week, as the jungle starts to take back and the volcano starts to cool off. So next week, the volcano might be less volcano-y, you know? Less of a volcano, more of a jungle. So that's something to look out for. The boss is still down there, but now there's like crystals growing out of the Nexus ore core. So that's something to look out for. This is new. This is a rift encounter. So in BR in chapter 4, yes, they had these events, like mini events that would happen called rift encounters. I have recreated it, but now instead of it being like like lore related things. It's just like upcoming map changes or things to happen upcoming. So there's that. Ageless is still over here. You can still talk to him and get loot from him. The volcano area has one new thing, which is a new building, which I won't show you in this video. You guys will have to explore that on your own. Because, yeah, there's just stuff for you to find over there. And a new boss they can hire. Like a hireable NPC. But now that we're back in the crater, you can see that the IO is no longer down here. And you might be thinking to yourself, oh, maybe the, or I don't know what happened, right? So the guards no longer spawning, they're all, like, gone. So that's also a mini event lore thing. The IO is now officially evacuated from the crater. So at the beginning of the match, they'll still be down there fighting, but by the third storm circle, they'll be gone. And they will be safely out of there. But the aliens will still be down there. If I died, so I can show you the Primal Town update. And then from there, we will head on over to the other map. The Rebirth map. But I want to thank you guys so much for the support on playing these maps, because I have had a total of 5 discovery pages for this map and for the Rebirth map. But of course, this map only has 1 discovery page, but Rebirth has 4, which is amazing, and I'm actually really happy, guys. I don't think you realize how much of a, like, excited I am. But yeah, here we are. So every NPC in here is basically the same, except for the IO guard. So, IO guard and then that, the porta potty. So, you come over to the IO guard, he's like waving at you. If you remember, I don't know if anyone came over here last week, but he was up there in the tower saying, oh, Sloan wants us to do stuff. So, now if you interact with him, his name is now Larry. Alright, Sloan wants us to reinforce this town. So you say, okay, you come over to the computer, you turn it on, and boom! There's now a voting system. Computer, would you like to remove primal weapons for more modern weapons? If you guys vote yes, by the end of the week, however many votes for yes or no there are, I will have enough data to change the loot pool for next week, which means all the primal weapons will be gone, and it'll be like the combat AR, and just like weapons that you can customize in the like modification benches, which I plan to add next week too, depending on how many votes we get for that. So if there's not enough votes or there's not enough yeses, everything will stay the same. That'll continue till the week after, and then you guys will vote again, and then depending on the answer, I will either add them or I won't. I will say next week I do plan to add the tank and a little area for the tank to refuel it. But other than that, that's pretty much it for this map. And I'll see you guys in the next one very soon to show you the map changes for Rebirth.